दुनिया में मिल जाएंगे आशिक कई, पर वतन से हंसी सनम नहीं होता। हीरो में सिमट कर सोने से लिपट कर मरते हैं कई, पर तिरंगे से खूबसूरत कफन नहीं होता। What a film! Amazing. I just loved it. Hi, welcome to Bollywood Live. This is Gorika and I have Akshay with me, the fighter Akshay with me. How are you, Akshay?
I'm great, Gauriga. What an amazing introduction. Yeah, I love that. I love that poem. Yeah, I love that Shero Shari. It's beautiful. I love
Oh,
that
how was
moment.
your experience and everything? Just tell us everything.
This film is just extra special. It's not only because of the scale of the movie and such big stars, and my first commercial, huge kind of movie. It's also special because we got to represent the Air Force. We got to
Hmm.
sit in those Sukhoi 30s. We got to hear them flying. We got to work on the Tejpur Air Force Base, and then Sid has made such a good movie, like at the end of all of that, like the experience was great. And then I think this is his best film he's ever made. What a vision, I, I still can't get over the movie myself. I'm still gushing about the movie, like I love watching it.
कैसे हुआ मतलब selection की who all will be there in the film?
Yeah, obviously Sid and Hrithik and Deepika have worked together multiple times. I think Deepika के साथ 3 फिल्में बन चुकी हैं, Hrithik के साथ 3 पिक्चरें बन चुकी हैं. I had worked on a show called Flesh, which was with me and Swara Bhaskar for Eros Now. I played this transgender flesh trade owner in that, like a very villainous character. And क्या कहते हैं, Mamta and Sid had produced that show. But वो show ज़्यादा
Okay.
चला नहीं था. I'm not sure a lot of people in India watched it. And then Eros now is no longer making content. It's kind of no longer there. But we really enjoyed working together, as in me and Mamta and Sid and all. There was a lot of love, a lot of comfort. And they told me one day we'll come back to you with something bigger. And sure enough, soon after that, they called me and said, "Come read the script of Fighter. We have this role for you." And that was it. Yeah, and that's how I got a part of the cast.
Wow. And you won't believe, like, when I saw the film, I actually cried उस part पर जहाँ पर I mean you were no more in the film, okay? And I was in tears. My mom was looking at me like I was like I cannot control those emotions. I mean that scene was so touching, and मतलब in real maybe मतलब when you saw the film, so could you see other people also in tears, and did you feel the emotions gushing over?
Yeah, it just shows you what a great director he is. Like first of all, ऋतिक रोशन और दीपिका पादुकोण की फिल्म में, इतनी बड़ी फिल्म में
Hmm.
ऐसा रोल मिलना जो यादगार हो, जो ऐसे इम्पैक्ट छोड़ के जाता है. Only he knew what he was doing. He's such a great director. Everybody claps at that scene because I think the Shero Shari is so good, and you hear Hrithik do it in the
Hmm.
first half. And then after that, when that song kicks in, after that, he doesn't show you me dying. He just shows the body
Yeah.
bag come, and then he plays that song. It's so well crafted. I've seen the film multiple times with many audiences because I have never been in a movie that the audience is like in a houseful theater. Like that doesn't happen to my previous work. So I wanted to take advantage of it. My brother was here from Los Angeles, and my friends were around. So we all went to different theaters to see, and you can literally feel and see people crying right after it happens.
Yeah.
And I stayed around for some audience reactions, and it was madness. I mean, the kind of way they connected to that character, um, even though it's like this gigantic star vehicle, it just shows you what a great director Sid is. Yeah, he really gave everyone, like KSG, me, Anil Kapoor, sir, Deepika, Hrithik, everyone got their own kind of space to shine. And
Yeah. So how is your off-screen bond with the Hrithik and then Deepika also?
man, Hrithik is so good. Yeah, he's nothing but love, and he's such a gracious co-star. इतना mega star होने के बावजूद भी, I love, I felt very elderly brother vibes from him all the time. He was so good to me, even during the promotions. He was kind. He like made sure me and Karan were there, and
Yeah,
we're on
we saw.
all the pictures. Yeah, there's no need for that. Like, let's be honest, let's not be in denial. He could have gone alone and done the thing, but he always kept us kind of around. That's very gracious. It's very, very gracious. Um, and I idolized him growing up, so it almost feels like, how people say don't meet your idols and things like that. I'm so glad I met him and got to work with him. It was a great experience. uh, DP and I have worked together. Deepika and I worked together on Piku. हालांकि मेरा एक छोटा सा सीन था उसमें, 1.5-2 मिनट का स्क्रीन टाइम था. We go on a date in the start of the movie, and she starts talking about party and her dad, and I'm just like, I don't want to eat. So since that was such an important film in her career, and such an important one for me too, because I got to work with such a big star at that time, such a big director at that time. That bond was already kind of there. When you work together with people on something that was important or pivotal career-wise for you, it kind of keeps these bonds forever. So we kind of already had that comfort, so it was very easy to get into it. Yeah, so both of them were great. Even Anil Kapoor sir, I mean, I've done Thar with him, एक छोटा सा role किया था. There's a film that he did called एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा. उसमें भी मैंने एक छोटा सा song किया था उनके साथ. So I've small little parts with these people, and then it feels great to have this nice big full-fledged role with them.
See, there's a lot of competition in OTT also, and cinema mein to hai hi hai. So, what do you feel that which is better for an actor to choose after doing OTT? And we see competition like in every month. There's a new release. Clashes होते हैं, सब होता है. But as an actor, what would you like to choose if you were given an option between OTT and cinema?
Cinema is its own high, because it's immediate. Cinema comes out and the audience tells you like that, hit hai, flop hai, kya hai. And the big screen, coming on a big screen leaves a different impact in your career for sure. OTT, it lives forever. OTT, it grows slowly. जैसे मेरी कुछ फिल्में हैं, जैसे गुड़गांव थी या लाल रंग थी, जो बॉक्स ऑफिस बिल्कुल नहीं चली, बट धीरे धीरे OTT की वजह से picked up. So films that kind of don't get that big hype in the start, they slowly grow over time. But with a film like Fighter, which comes theatrically, it's boom, the whole world is watching it. Your messages are being flooded, your phone calls are non-stop. There is something being written about it. There are posters all over the city. Uska maza hi kuch aur hai.
And this pose, I mean, it's everywhere. It's viral like anything. Can you show us? Yeah, Fighter.
Yeah, I remember that Hrithik, I think, came up with it. We were looking for what's the fighter pose for, like, the pictures we're taking, and like this, and then after that we started doing it everywhere.
We would love to, do a rapid fire session with you. So, your favorite holiday destination?
New York.
Okay, and favorite director?
Siddharth Anand.
Favorite film of 2023?
Favorite film of 2023? I liked Animal. I really liked Animal.
Okay, favorite web series of 2023?
Favorite web series of 23? I did not watch enough web series last year to answer that question. I watched a lot of films
this year's?
Yeah, I literally 1.5 साल में मैंने कोई web series नहीं देखी. I've been watching films. I've been watching old films. I've been going back to watching like Guru Dutt's films, Bimal Roy's films, Akira Kurosawa's films. मैं web series मैंने कुछ देखी नहीं है. फिल्में whatever came in the cinema I've watched. So sorry, I can't give a good answer to that.
Hrithik or Deepika?
Oh, that's so tough.
One?
Yeah. Very tough one. Very tough one. Oh no, I don't know how to answer that.
You have to.
I spent more time off set with Hrithik. I would bump into him in the gym. Then we did all these promotional things together. And most of my scenes are kind of with him. So maybe HR.
Okay, I hope Deepika dekhe ye.
I hope ना देखें तो बेहतर. आपने जबरदस्ती बता दिया.